What is up, guys? Kilanpai here. MiHoYo has officially tweeted out the first banners of the 2.0 update, so I wanted to make this video real quick to let you guys know if you guys should summon and how far you guys should summon and what these characters' constellations are good at. Okay, to start off, the 4 stars on the Ayaka banner are going to be Chongyun, Ningguang, and Yinfei. Yinfei is a moderately okay DPS at C1, however, she really shines when she's at C6. I wouldn't really recommend going for a whole lot of Yinfei constellations unless you guys really like Yinfei's aesthetic and her appeal to make her C6 and make her a main DPS. Ningguang is really more so a main DPS or a quick swap at C2. At C1, C0, I don't really consider her very usable. I mean, you can force her to be usable if you really want to, but she really shines at C6 as well. She can be put on as a support for quick swap if you want to run a double Geo resonance team, but it might be a little bit wonky as you might be able to find better team comps. But once again, if she is your waifu, don't let it stop you from being able to play what you want to play in this game. You can beat the game with whatever you want with flying colors very easily. Chongyun is probably the best character on this banner as he's a very strong support for cryo application, as well as he has very good burst if you do a reverse melt composition where you put pyro first, then use Chongyun's burst skill. He really shines at C2, which will give him a cooldown reduction for people who use skills inside of his cryo field, his elemental skill. He also gets a lot stronger when you get to C5, C6. C5 will increase the burst, I believe, as well as C6 will add an extra sword to his burst skill. So instead of having 3 burst swords, it'll be a 4 burst swords. Ayaka is a really good DPS. I don't really see her filling in the support role, but she can definitely be a good permafreeze character comp, especially if you pair it with Mona, who will use her ultimate to increase damage dealt, because there is a little bit of a freeze bug where when a target is frozen, the Omen timer does not go down, the Omen being the increased damage buff from Mona. I forgot to mention why C2 on Ningguang is very good. C2 on Ningguang resets her elemental skill cooldown when she uses her elemental burst skill, which is very good for gathering a lot of geoparticles so she can spam her ultimate over and over again. Yinfei C1 is also really good because it helps reduce the cost of her charge tax, which is kind of her bread and butter of her DPS kit. Alright, now to the weapon banner. This is actually one of the first weapon banners since the beginning of the game that I really do think free-to-play should summon on. The 4-star weapons on this banner are very, very good. Stringless bow is the best bow for Venti, as well as it's a really good bow for Fischl as compared to some of the other options like Rust, Favonius bow, Sacrificial bow, etc. Favonius sword is a really good alternative at low refinement for somebody like Xingqiu because a low refinement Sacrificial sword is not very good on him. This sword is also really good on Bennett if you don't have something like Festering Desire or a 5-star sword or Alley Flash as a base attack weapon. Favonius Lance is one of the only 2 lances available that are non-limited, Favonius Lance and Dragon's Bane, but this is a really good weapon on such units like Zhongli, Rosaria, Xiangling. Favonius Codex is really good on Mona for freeze teams because she wants to spam her ultimate over and over again, as well as it can be really good on some support Catalyst users. Even if you don't have sacrificial fragments for Sucrose, you can definitely use Favonius Codex with a lot of EM artifacts, and Greatsword is not that good. However, it's better than some of the other options such as Rain Slasher and Bell, because Sac Greatsword can still be used on people such as Beidou, Xinyan, Chongyun, any other support Claymore user you can think of. Now for the 5-star weapons. These 5-star weapons are both actually pretty good in my opinion. There's a lot of hate on Skyward Spine, but I would definitely like to use it on Xiangling or Rosaria or even Zhongli to be able to spam their ultimates. The Mist Splitter Reforged is arguably the best sword right now, especially for Ayaka. Jade Cutter would be a good alternative, but we don't know if Ball is going to be a sword user. You guys have seen the live trailer where Ball pulls an electric sword out of her booba. However, it could be another situation like Tartaglia where it's actually not their main weapon and it's kind of like a story weapon or something like that. But we'll see later. Lastly, despite this weapon banner being pretty good for free-to-plays, I still don't think you should go really hard on this weapon banner because these 4-star weapons are all very good at low refinements, and you wouldn't really want a lot of Skyward Spines or a lot of random weapons because it still is a low chance to get Mist Splitter, and if you try to use the new pity system, you are going to have to summon on the weapon banner 3 times for 3 5-star, or you're going to have to summon to get 3 5-star weapons, which can cost around 18 multis or more. You do not need 5-star weapons to easily beat this game. However, if Ayaka is your extreme supreme waifu, you can definitely go for it. And it is a purple sword, so maybe you want to stick it on some electro characters like Kaching or something like that for aesthetic reasons to take pictures. Whatever you guys want to do. At the end of the day, it's a video game. Play it however you want, whatever makes you happy. Alright, that's going to be all from me for this video. Make sure you guys comment down below what you guys think about these banners, as well as if you're going to be summoning on these banners. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel to get more Genshin Impact and Inazuma coverage. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/KeyLandPie to get live Inazuma opinions and coverage. Follow me on Twitter for quick Genshin Impact updates and notices. And thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.